making a difference, it looks like showing up. It looks like coming in, doing something for somebody else that might not have the power, the energy, the presence of mind to do.
I think when you're running for something that's larger than yourself, it puts everything into perspective. Even though some runs really sucked and were horrible, it was rainy or cold or whatever, I always knew I was gonna run.
Knowing that my dad was with me every step of the way, knowing there were other people who were going through the same things that my dad did, that I was fighting for them, running for them. But it did make the training that much more powerful and running that much more powerful, knowing what I was doing it for and who I was doing it for.
There were absolutely moments when I was training that I wanted to stop. I think that I underestimated the amount of grief I would feel in the year after his passing. And I often thought, there's no way I can do this. There's no way I can get across the finish line. But something that repeated in my head was, if my dad can live with glioblastoma and can fight this disease, I can do this.
No one who's passed has ever really gone. They just show up in different ways. And being able to fundraise with organizations that are meaningful and that you have a personal connection to just magnifies that. Like it's evidence of that.
Running a marathon with Stash Strong is more than just fundraising. It's telling your story. It's connecting your family, your community to your why.
I was really just a conduit for my family and friends and for Chauncey's community to show their love and support for him.
Each of our runners collectively are transforming lives through the research that we're funding, through the miles that they're running, and ultimately through the training that they're undertaking.
I've been lucky enough to watch how a group of volunteers can really drive something so impactful. And now looking at being on the precipice of doing $1 million grants and connecting with some of the biggest orgs around the world that are just focused on figuring out how our research dollars will really impact and improve the lives of the families and the patients that have to go through such a challenging and dark-looking diagnosis.
I've crossed New York 3 times for Stash Strong, and I've raised however much money, and as a team we've raised a ton of money, but we're still working towards it. And we won't cross the finish line until a glioblastoma diagnosis does not absolutely shatter your world. That's when we'll cross the finish line.